Good morning. I thought it would be fun to take you along on what a day is like here at General Conference Session. It's Tuesday, it's July 8th, and that's Scott Grady. Scott is our producer, actually the one who invited me here. I'm on loan from the Voice of Prophecy. I drove a truck for them, helped them set up their booth. That's the company I work for. And then I was transitioned over to the GC team. It's actually a group from the NAD, the media department there, Nick Wolfer, Scott Grady, that have brought in all these contractors, and we're doing a GC session. So I'm part of the audio team. I just thought it would be cool for everyone I know to who's not here to experience GC and maybe from a little bit of a media standpoint. So this is out front of the stage. It's very early in the morning, as you can see. Nobody here yet, but the crew is kicking backstage. You can notice that I'm always moving without seeming to be walking. That's because I ride a scooter everywhere. There's so much walking that try to avoid that. This is backstage, and basically this is Bartha that we contract with for front of house. That's their main station there, where their main guy is, and then all the other stations they have, and then you can see the stairs in the background with a raised platform. This is backstage, and we'll talk about that more a little later. Right now we'll run back here where we are, and that's Dennis. He does all the schedules constantly for this. And if we come back through here, you can see that we have scooter parking. So I have my little unpowered scooter. This is basically where I live all morning. I'm at the very back of the control room. This is audio. There's 3 of us broadcast audio guys, and I'm first shift. So I basically take from 6:30 until 12:30 and manage audio. The other guys are probably still in bed. And then the second guy will take 12:30 to 5:30, and then the last guy will do 5:30 till 9:30. So that's kind of how we have it divided up, and then we each step in and kind of give each other a break throughout the day when they need it quickly. So this is audio station. We are getting ready for our 7:30 show. You can see on the clock there we got 15 minutes left, and then things will get very busy. But we've got the director there, and I'll go through the different stations here a little later on. But this is how my day has been starting every day. The most important room in production for a general conference is actually this room, and this is the room that keeps all of us fueled, and is a welcome change to running an audio board or whatever else one might be running. So we get to come in here. They just stocked this last night, so thank you, Scott. It's kind of cool to work with an all-access badge, because you get all access, so you really get to go into the bowels of this building and all the hallways behind, and it's kind of endless back here. But that's always a fun perk of GC, is just you never get told no, you can't go here, like I see happen to everybody else all the time. Let's take a look at backstage this morning, see if anybody's awake. These are 2 guys I work with all the time on the radio. They're the ones that send the mics out on stage, so they actually tell me the numbers of what's going out. Without them, my job would be extremely difficult. And then you have musicians. That's one of my friends back there who's probably going to be playing or singing this morning. It's a small world when you've lived in the Adventist Church. You know a lot of people at this event. So we've got about a 15-minute break between the morning worship with John Bradshaw, and then we're going to go into the first business session of the day, which is always interesting. This is backstage here. This is Bartha's crew and everything they have set up to run lights and screens. This is the audio area here where they keep all the handhelds and charge them. And then actually I think they also stage handhelds up on stage ready to go out. I believe that's Kevin there, big help to me when I run broadcasts on the comms, calling out a lot of stuff. And you can go up on the stage here and kind of get a commanding view of all the backstage stuff and a lot of cases and stuff that they've stored back here. On stage, you're going to always find a lot of people that are prepping or just coming off stage from the previous meeting or the next meeting. So it's always busy back here. They have TVs so you can see what's going on stage. You can see back here they've got mics on stands, always ready to go out with instruments and different people that are partaking. They have a printer back here to print out programs. These are all the stage guys that work on the program and work with the talent and the speakers and move things around, adjust the schedule. It all runs through them and then it gets relayed to us. Backstage, they have another monitor there. You'll notice there's lots of chairs up here for people to sit. Back here, I don't know a whole lot about it, but this is makeup. And you can see that they've got, wow, everything you possibly could need for doing makeup. And what was your name again? Edie, that's right. And you're here for all the GCs. So, and then there's normally guys right here. This is where most of the music goes out, is right on this entrance to the stage, which would be stage right. More mics there, and a lot of the guys I work with are located right there at that table, at this table here. It's a little quiet right now because we're in between programs. So let's go out here and see. It's a good time to go on stage because there's not many people. No one's paying attention to me, I'll put it that way. Everyone's taking a break. We're between sessions here, so you have the orchestra pit over there, and I believe that you can have a choir in the back of that, and then a choir also on these risers. You can see they have mics set up, monitors. This is the piano. And then if we come over here, you can see that these guys are getting ready for the business meeting. So when I get back in the control room, one of the first things I'll do is I'll check those table mics, those goosenecks out there, and make sure we got signal on them, and because they just plugged all those in. This table's only out here for business session. And then out in the audience, I'll take you out there. There's all these microphones on the floor that the delegates use. And there's 13 of them. So that's quite a shuffle for me to do that. But they are getting ready for business session here. And then way over there, you can see Ken Logan on the organ. Down front, we got two jibs. One down there run by one of the union workers, and then one here run by Paul Zank or Debbie Thompson. I don't know who that guy is. Paul, you might want to check your jib there. Maybe he's one of our team, but I've never seen him before. This is a great example of one of the delegate mics here. This is number 6, and there are 13, so I really have to stay on my toes with the mics they call up there for business session, so the delegates have a chance to speak. It's kind of a feel on the floor between programs. Everybody is talking and walking around. Plenty of light out here. We're getting some of those stage lights that are hitting here too to light the audience. If you notice, when you watch the delegates talk on these mics I mentioned, they light up. The audio fader, I think, is actually hooked to the lights, or the lighting guy's just, there's a lighting guy doing it, I'm not sure. But here's Riney, he's part of our crew. He's madly running around, probably trying to fix something that's broken. Let's see, he's probably gonna run up here to a camera and help the camera operator fix something. Yep, I'm right. There's 2 main cameras here for close-up shots, center stage. They're always working with these union camera operators to fix things. If I missed as many mics as these guys have soft focus, I'd lose my job. All right, so it is now noon. I've come to the end of my shift after an exciting morning. Couldn't video much of that because I am pretty busy on the board doing all the delegate mics and everything. So this is Greg Simpson. He's actually the head of this audio team and set it all up, and now he's taking over. So he's prepping the board for his shift this afternoon, which will include another concert and it will include another business meeting. And then there's a third audio guy that will run tonight. And the two of us who aren't running will come in and relieve the other running as needed for little short breaks. So this is what the control room looks like. Okay, so all done for my shift. It's time for me to go get lunch. And I am navigating the back corners of, this is right beside stage right here. And it's time to go eat. And all the delegates have left, which means the lines will be long. Food has been interesting here. Even delegates on the floor have complained about it. And I've been told that today is the worst so far. So we will see what's going on here.
Hello.
Thank you. All right. This is the lowest lines I have seen so far. Hardly anybody here. All right, made it through line. It's okay, it's like chilly. I found a quiet place to eat my lunch. I normally sit up here on the second floor because there's less people. And these two girls came out of nowhere and decided to eat with me.
Well, where
Oh, you're my daughters. Oh, they're my daughters. Okay, so they're gonna eat lunch with me and we'll have a little bit of family time together here. So the afternoon normally consists of relieving the audio guys if they need a break or troubleshooting, helping in other areas. I've been up here on the second floor. This is the women's meeting where they have a full ballroom, full media setup with a director and audio and cameras. And so I've been up here trying to figure out why playback isn't working, along with Philip. And we're going to test that again here in a few minutes when they take a break and they do an exercise stretch. So lots going on simultaneously regarding media all over the GC session. One area you shouldn't miss if you're at GC is going to be the booth area. I don't get down here very much, but it's fun to check it out and see all the different ministries that are represented here. And this is a great place to see a lot of people that you may know. And sometimes you run into your own family without even trying to, who have not spotted me yet or realize I'm here. See if I can get away without noticing. Christine, how are you enjoying GC sessions?
I'm enjoying it very much.
Lots of different booths represented. Some of them I've worked with in the past, not for, but with on different projects. It's been a while since I've seen this guy, but he's not here right now, so he's got his cardboard double. There are a lot of booths here at GC. I am really impressed with how many booths are here. I was here in 2022, did the same thing, and they didn't have any booths that year due to COVID. So here is my company's booth. I'm with Voice of Prophecy, so they are right here. There we are. And I haven't seen much of all my coworkers because I'm on a different crew. I'm working for GC, working in production here. But I did drive the truck with this booth in it and help set it up. So every once in a while I'll stop in and see how they're doing over here in booth land. How's it going, Justin?
It is going great and amazing and marvelous and wonderful. Where you been?
All right, getting through the day here. Not too much more to go. Another romp backstage at a different time when it's a little more busy than it was this morning. They also have a ramp here instead of this. They have two sets of stairs, but then they have this ramp, so any wheelchair or disabled person can also access the stage very easily, which is nice. So this is the scene later in the day up here on
to ensure that no member was left behind.
Our stage guy, Tibor Shelley there, he's from It Is Written. You really find that like all the media guys working this event, including myself, we all are from either freelance contractors or we're from ministries like Voice of Prophecy, It Is Written, and we all come together and help the GC happen and help Nick Wolfer and Scott Grady with the NAD get the job done. Another area is right outside the control room. We have all these racks, and this is where you're going to find all those necessary supplies that you need throughout the program. Connectors, adapters, intercom packs, gaff tape, Sharpies, all kinds of equipment is stored in this area right outside the control room. If we go inside the control room, the first desk we're going to hit where Riney sits, and he is doing all the recording. All cameras, all audio channels, all of that stuff is ISO'd, so it can be remixed later if needed. And he runs all the recorders there, the hard drives that record everything that is filmed the entire week. Next to him we have Russ Mulder, who's on this particular shift, and he is the director. So he's doing the main mix directing, making sure the right stuff is on the screens in the main auditorium, and of course what's on the program and going out to the TVs. So there's multiple feeds and Emmys that he's doing there. So he's pretty busy. Next to him is graphics. These girls run all the lower thirds, all the graphics, and then all the video playbacks that go out. So they are super busy. They are very tied into the schedule, and they have to make sure that all the lower thirds go up when you walk on stage, your name appears properly. During the business meetings, they're putting up all the graphics for the amendments and so on, and then they're also feeding any music videos or videos that are being played, division reports, so on. They're in charge of all of that, so extremely important there. And then you have right behind them sits Dennis. He's in charge of all our schedules and our run sheets. Critical part of the puzzle there to make sure we're all informed in what's going on. And then the producer, David Brillhart, sits next to him and produces the show. And then next is the video wall. You notice on stage there's this massive LED video wall. There's a team of 2, and their job is completely to run that video wall, make sure the graphics change, there's fresh video, it goes with what's being talked about on the stage. And so they're very busy. And there's also audio that comes from that video wall, or from them rather, that I have to make sure as an audio guy to pull up when it needs to be. Behind them is what we call master control. This is the feed going out from Russ's mix, and there's also recording going on at this location, and he's making sure that the signal is going out where it's supposed to be. and he kind of is the gatekeeper for everything going out the door and making sure it's all correct. So I have interaction with him as well, and that is Devin Grady, who's actually Scott's son. When I started in 2002 doing video and getting into the media world, he was traveling with me, but as a 11-year-old. So now we're working together at GC 2025. All right, one more thing here while in the bowels of the dome. I thought it would be cool to go up and look at the translation area and the press box. That's one, I guess the last thing I'll show you for the day, and that's pretty cool with a great view. So right in back of me here, you can see translations. This is Spanish that's over here, but they're doing the translation. So everybody who speaks Spanish and doesn't understand English can wear a headpiece in this whole auditorium and listen to the translation. This just goes on and on and on for Korean and Japanese and Chinese and all these different languages, French and so on. So it's really cool to come up here and see all these translators. Last GC session I spent a lot of time up here, but they've reworked the system a little bit, and I'm mostly on the board downstairs now. All right, I'll end things for the day up here in the press box. This is where all the press gather. This is where Adventist Today and any other external media or journalists are given passes to, so they can listen and write and have internet access up here. It's also a commanding view of the general conference session and the stage. So I hope you enjoyed tagging along, and that's what a day in my life at the moment is like here at GC 2025.